endlessly searching for an original soul.
Are you okay?
That's it.
No.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Gonna start looking at
Hey,
glass
Tommy.
eyes.
What were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Well, at least he's smart about this, for once.
Have you seen a rabid polar bear running around on 2 legs?
God, I hope that's a question we end up getting to ask.
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't work
But
that
I'm
way.
thankful she's alive.
We have a robotic eye
When I
of
was
the
young,
future.
Yep.
I lost someone very important to me. Monica Ui, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes,
The amount of I don't give a fuck he just had.
I am so thankful for Oda.
We're not.
No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he?
No, he was probably in the
I
polar
heard the
bear
police
suit.
talking about it. If Oda
That was
didn't
too
go to
convenient.
the warehouse
Yep.
that night, Iris would be dead.
Again, still questioning why his
really-
fingerprints were not on that.
Don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Oda, do you know anything about a dad?
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school.
Oh,
Even
Lord.
back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
I swear to God, this is gonna get so fucked. Does she know about Iris and the politician?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Well, we know she
Sorry
knows
for
him.
asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No,
Do we know
it's
that
fine.
in this timeline, though?
I should go.
Nope, not yet. That's where we got locked last time.
Right. Alright, well, that
Now to
was...
go bitch smack an old lady.
I wanted to fucking smother that little bastard.
I know, they wouldn't let us. The cops, for some reason, are like, no, sir, you can't go near him. We got specific orders not to let you near him. We're not sure why. Something about a pillow. It's really
I
weird.
outrank you. Go get lunch.
Yeah, he's been screaming about fanfics and shit. Let's just get this done.
Who might you be?
It's me, Konami Date. We
I was
met yesterday.
unconscious.
I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
Does her shirt say hipster?
Yes, it does.
Japan's weird.
Or something along those lines.
Oh, this?
Yeah, no, I want to see what the thing got me hit was. As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo toward me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again.
What is that thing on the left?
Yeah, I really need to figure that out. What the fuck
All
is that?
All I see is a Hitler mustache and a fold.
What? Is he looking down? What the fuck is that?
I can't tell.
I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped
because you've
me
been killing
so
people?
many times. I am such a burden.
Is your husband alive?
I don't think he is. I think they've already stated that he's been dead for a while.
They
Unless
were
she's going
always
crazy.
smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so
The
happy.
kitchen knife! Oh,
I
God!
was crying and smiling and
And then I started
this photo
stabbing!
is from.
And it wouldn't stop!
It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
No, what's wrong with your husband's face?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takura.
Oh, God!
Oh my god.
What the fuck happened there,
Did
man?
you just pop right out of a Tezuka comic? What the fuck happened?
I think so.
Jesus, he does look like he comes from one of those really, really old school mangas.
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Yeah, she's acting like, okay, yeah, her memory's been wiped.
Something's happened here.
Hacking?
Was she
What are you
this like
talking
weird in the
about?
last timeline?
She was more
I thought you
talkative
came
in
here to
memory.
pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Yeah, something
Oh.
happened between point A and point B.
Her memory got screwed with.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris.
Wait
I
a minute.
saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Did Oda check out, did Oda, try out that frying pan on her first?
No, but it wasn't Oda that did this. The one that messed with her was, Iris. Iris
Huh.
did something to her. Iris is a fucking robot.
God damn it.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
dreaming.
Yes, a very nostalgic dream.
Can I take you back to the police station and stick a needle in your eye?
Just to be sure, I decided to ask Miyumi about that chocolate I found at the warehouse. I took it out of my pocket and showed it to her.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too. When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it.
Huh.
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light.
You should have left him there.
Stubborn. So stupidly honest. Ah, that's my Oda. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Date,
Kid was
I
dumb.
noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Do you have
Okay.
a port in the back of her head?
Do you see it?
Uh-oh.
Part of her brain is blue.
What?
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Which
She having a
means...
stroke?
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
What
Oh,
the
for
fuck,
fuck's
man?
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see.
Alright, well, this line of questioning
So
is
that's where
pointless.
those weird comments were coming from.
We have technology to, like,
Can she
go
run
into
a
other
diner
people's
like that?
brains.
This is fucked. I don't like
It
this.
isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years.
Oh boy.
Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district.
So in the other timeline, it wasn't closed and she didn't have dementia.
You sure?
Yeah, remember they were talking about that she was cooking for people and stuff.
But Oda was telling us that. And he was also telling us that in front of his mother.
Okay, fair enough.
It is not
She
technically
seemed a lot
within
more
a
sharp,
restricted
though.
area.
We also didn't have that much contact with her, and there wasn't that much that kind of went on around her in the story, because we kind of lost Oda after a little while and just kind of kept up with Iris, basically.
True.
However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally,
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Alright, well, this was a
Is
dead
that
end.
all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Mayumi stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Is this why they were saying we were going to like Oda? Because I still don't like Oda.
I don't like Oda, but I feel bad for his mom. Especially because her
exactly.
son's a little fucking prick.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I feel bad because her son's a piece of shit.
Like he should have just ignored the thought and been taking care of his mom.
I think that's what he has been doing, but for some reason, all the money that he has, he's just spending on like maid bars and shit.
He is a legitimately terrible person.
But
There's
doesn't
no
he
way
have-
we're gonna like him.
Well, because wait a minute, when we went to the maid bar before we found Renju's body there, he had that trident and it was like what, like the platinum color or something, like the color that you have to
Yeah,
spend,
that's
like,
what makes me
ridiculous
think in the
amounts
other
of money.
timeline, maybe his mom didn't have dementia, but we haven't gotten, like you said, enough to know
Well,
if it's true or not.
Here's the other thing, though, that you got to maybe take into consideration. So, they're saying that she's been diagnosed with this for 6 years. The diner has been closed for 8. And the diner closed because of the explosion. The explosion, we know, had something to do with a chemical. Now, if there's, and from what I understand, too, if I remember correctly when they said about it, is that a lot of the people that were in the general area, it fucked with them. So, did she get dementia because of the explosion? And is she getting money from So Sejima to shut the fuck up about it?
Could very well be, and then Oda's just using up all that money.
Maybe not all of it, but he's using a good amount of it, probably.
It just
Would
keeps coming
explain
back
how
to him being a terrible fucking person.
It would explain why they still have the place, even though since it appears that he does not have a job.
Yep. But I do know in the other timeline, she was at least coherent enough to know that Iris was bad.
Yeah, but in this timeline, she was like that too, because remember, she comes out and she starts like saying that she's a witch.
Before
And
we
then she
reach
forgets it.
HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Whoops.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
Could it have been maybe she saw her mom kissing So Sejima? Because we do know that her mom has a connection. We don't know it in this, in this timeline, but we do know it because of the timelines.
I still need to understand why
He
the fuck
has
he's
the
wearing
boobs.
a dress.
You just really, really hope we get a shot of him in a dress.
It's bugging me.
I don't blame you, but
And it bugs me even worse that there wasn't even a joke about it. Like, usually even if there's something like that...
because
they'll
you were
leave it like a
expecting
quip.
it, that's why.
Fuck, man.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
Alright, let's hook her up to the computer.
I don't know if that would work with a dementia patient. That might actually help her at this point.
Let's try it out.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
Have you noticed they never looked up who actually owns Okiura Fishery?
You did ask the boss to meet with a representative from them when you were back at, so that might come up again when we get back to headquarters.
Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
Here, can you drive?
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
Not while I'm driving.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
Is she wearing pants?
I am
'Cause
more
don't think
interested
so.
in the hired guns
It's like
that
a
So
one-piece
uses as
suit.
bodyguards.
Yeah, but it's not.
I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
It's a handgun, lady.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
She's actually not wearing pants.
There is an important piece of news.
Oh,
What is it?
The
Stop
Odoroki
thinking
Man
about the
chocolate
eyeball.
found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
God damn it.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
It's the
8 is
812
not
instead
far
of
from the
7-Eleven.
Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Did Oda take his dementia-ridden mother to go, oh my god, there's no way you're going to make Oda look good at this point. I don't know what that dude was talking about.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
We're getting freaky.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Let's go
Yeah,
beat
he's
him.
in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Listen here, you little shit. I'm gonna go grab something quickly to nibble on your back.
I'm gonna put one in that kid's leg. Central Hospital. Sunday, 5:42 p.m.